Okay, hi guys. Thank you for joining another episode of Noise and Silve's Head. Um, yeah. So we have our topic posted last week, which was I posted it on IG. So, what is your favorite '90s show and why? So basically, that's my question. I was born in the '80s, like late '80s. Um, yeah, I'm from the 1980s. um, or the 1800s to the new ones, because the '90s are the 1900s according to them. Um, so I was from the 1800s, but I consider myself a 90s baby or 90s kid because I was a kid during the 90s. What do you expect? So I feel like I know more about the 90s than the 80s, definitely, because I was still a kid then. So I've asked everyone what was their favorite and 90s show, any show from the 90s that the moment you hear the name or you hear something related to it, you just basically go back to your childhood. That was the question. I got most of the answers here, and they are mostly from IG. I got comments from IG. Who would have thought? So the first one, I got more comments on the stories when I posted it, and messages was sent to me. One was sent to Twitter for the work, funny work stories, and now I have more in IG. Who would do? I mean, what's the next question? I don't know. Maybe we could decide after like all of the stories we have right now that was sent to me. Hi you guys. What do you Oh, iCarly. Oh, yeah, yeah. Can you late 80s baby. Hi. So okay, I shouldn't be saying your real name because I'm not sure if you want your real name to be out there. So Aries, I know you said that your like 90s movie or series is one is Page Master, and I did agree to it. Like anything that has Macaulay Culkin on it is a '90s movie, and would automatically bring you to the '90s when you see it. I don't know much about iCarly, so that's one. But yeah, I'm gonna read out the questions. Not questions. I'm gonna read out the answers I got from people that commented on my face, not Facebook. Commented on my IG story. Not even IG stories. Get my stories right. On my IG post. Thanks. Okay. Um, I did take screenshots of the answers. I guess it would be fair for me to provide my 90s series first before I read the comments or your answers. Um, the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to the 90s would definitely be I forgot actually because I did not write it down. I was supposed to write it down. Now I don't remember what I was supposed to do. Oh gosh. Okay, you know what? The first thing that comes to mind really is the Trap Family Singers. Yes, Eps and Peas. The Trap Family Singers, which is an animated series that is based on I don't know, based on the Trap Family Singers, which is also the basis for the Sound of Music. It was animated in Japan, so technically an anime. Um, so the Trap Family Singers is one that whenever I hear the songs, I know the actual story is in the late um 90s, not like late 80s or 60s. Let me check. So the story is from 1940s or 1950s, but the series uh that was from Japan, I think, was in the 90s or 1980s. Singer, I don't remember. Oh, in the 90s. Okay, so it is in the 90s, but I think it came to the Philippines probably around 96 or 95. Pretty much the same time as Sailor Moon was starting, or after Sailor Moon. So yeah, that is one. Probably because I was watching the movie or the Sound of Music movie, the one with Oh, I love her, but I forgot her name. Give me one moment. I'm just searching everything right now. Uh, Oh, Julie Andrews. Okay, the reason why I love The Sound of Music is was because of Julie Andrews. I love her voice so much. And then when I knew that there was an animated series that was shown locally through ABS-CBN, and then the voice actor for Maria, which is the main character, is also the same voice actor as Sailor Moon when I was just starting to learn more about anime. It's like, there, that's it. That's the one thing that brings me back to the 90s. The Trap Family Singers, the animated series. Um, there are a few others, but I don't remember them because I have memory app. Yeah, Julie Andrews. I love Julie Andrews a lot. Um, I will probably remember what I want to say later on. So let's just go ahead and yeah, the Queen of Genovia. I was actually searching that movie for me to remember her name. Um, let's just go ahead and read out your answers. I will read Iris I's answers later on because it's in the chat. Hopefully, I could remember it or find it later on. It's in the like upper part anyway. Um, so let's see. So this post is on my IG, which is the Silver Fire. I will put. I mean, I was supposed to do everything here, like editing and all. So I was supposed to put like Silver Fire here and just it would pop up, but I'll just add it. So it's gonna be this is my handle for IG, so do check them out because I'm gonna be posting questions for the next remaining podcast episodes there, and as well as my my Facebook page. Is what was your favorite 90s show and why? So the first reply I got was from Marge. It was Home Improvement. I've asked her why. I know a Home Improvement was shown in the Philippines, but pretty late. I think it's already done in the US before we got it to be licensed in the Philippines. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can correct me. This was also the time. The 90s was also the time when there wasn't a lot of dubbed movies or series. So if it was in English, it would be shown in the Philippines in English, which I think is a factor why I am sort of kind of confident in how I talk, because I kind of like watching those movies in English. Yeah, so that's where I got my. I mean, oh God, it's just turning into how I talk and all that jazz. Um, yeah, so series before in the Philippines during the 90s will be shown in their English language. It's not going to be dubbed to Tagalog. So that's one point why I think I was able to hone my skills in the English language. um so Tamar said home improvement. I've asked her why. She said because it had family friendly humor and of course um Jonathan Taylor Thomas, which I think is one of the actors from the series. I don't really remember other characters. I just know who the main character was. I feel like um the only reason I would remember it was because of the dad from the series. Give me one moment. I have to check who that person is. Home Improvement. Because he looks like a guy that would be on any home TV shopping, like home TV shopping. That's also one of the things in the 90s that I would say would bring me back to that, like old um home TV shopping, like infomercials. Home Improvement. Home Improvement. So Home Improvement was a TV series that was aired from 1991 to 1999. So who is the cast team? Oh my God! See, I don't even know who they are. I know that I like the main, like the dad, but I didn't even know that it was Tim Allen, which is also Buzz Lightyear. So I don't remember. I don't remember names that much. I just remember their faces. So I have to research a lot of things when it comes to series and all that. Um, you guys are not familiar with Home Improvement? What a, you're not watching, no. Oh my god. You're not watching RVN9. That was where it was shown. Hey Demarch, I'm just reading about your comment. And I have two people in the chat that does not know Home Improvement. So basically, Home Improvement is, I think, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna read out what I got from Google like that. That's why the main character, which is Tim Allen, feels like somebody you would see on an infomercial. Because based on the synopsis of the series, this is the daily trials and tribulations of Tim Taylor, a TV host who's raising three mischievous boys with the help of his loyal co-host and wife. So Home Improvement is actually like a reality show. So yeah, I don't remember much about Home Improvement, but I did remember watching it at some point. Oh, it is a type of, I think, sitcom with. I'm not sure if it would still fly right now. You know, I feel like it's too wholesome for people to be watching right now. It's too safe. You know how people are right now. They're crazy. They're crazy. Okay, next person that commented would be Tijon. Uh yeah, she's related to me. I'm just gonna say Tijon. So Jones is also raising cats right now. If you wanna buy cats or adopt a cat, that's a Scottish fold. They're so pretty but expensive. I can only watch one of their cats when they're like outside and I can play with them. So she said Alex Mack. I know this series. I just don't remember where it was shown. I think it was also shown in when TV5 was still ABC5. Um I had to search the moment Jones commented this, I had to search. So actually the complete title is The Secret World of Alex Mack. Wait, what? There was another one? Okay, never mind. That's not another one. I'm sorry. So this was in the first episode was on 1994. It was about a girl I think that got into a chemical accident. So I think she was skateboarding home or walking home, and then a truck with what's the term? Radioactive chemicals got into an accident. She got sprayed with the chemicals, and now she is able to morph into a blob of glue. Glue? A glob of goo. So sometimes, I think she also has powers to do with electricity and all. I did just watch the opening of it, and that's how I remember. Yeah, so that I don't remember where it was when it was shown in the Philippines. It was under Nickelodeon. If you do, I think if you do have cable, you'll be able to watch it. But cable was expensive during that time, so I just go to my cousins when there was cable. I watch cable from their place. Just sometimes. Also, that's why I wasn't updated with SpongeBob when it started blowing up when I was in high school, probably or elementary. Probably elementary, because one of the guys I had a crush on did like SpongeBob, and I was like, I could never talk to him about it because I don't know because I didn't have a cable, you know. Sad life. Oh well. So yeah, that series was actually fun because it's that idea of oh wait, I forgot to I did get a reply on the Jones did say the reason why she liked the series is because she wanted Alex Mack's powers. Alex Mack, her powers, because she could turn into a glob of glue. I think she could. electrocute a few things. So even if she was late, she could just sneak into the classroom and then be like, "Ooh, surprise, I'm here." I just don't remember if the clothes go with it. Probably not. So I guess sneaking into your class as a glob of glue. Oh, why do I keep on saying glue? Glob of goo would not work because you'll be naked in your classroom. You know what? While I'm reading the chat, I'm just seeing the few things I want to be I I know I want to talk about, and that brings me back to the 90s. Yes, Mary, definitely Daria was one of them. I like Daria. I like Daria a lot. Okay, next I got another reply on the IG. Um, this one is from Janine. She was also one of the people in the podcast. I think episode 3, or no, actually episode 2 would be episode 2, the one with the best friends. Okay, so yeah, well, we'll continue with Janice's reply. Uh, I guess the most memorable ones were the morning educational. So, sorry, the morning educational. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna read this again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I guess the most, I guess the memorable ones were the morning educational shows: Bayani, Hiraya Manawari, Batibot, Sineskwela, Sesame Street, Matinik, Apple Apple. The kids nowadays are missing these kinds of programs. I do believe that we are missing educational programs that kids would want to watch or would enjoy. But we are also in the times that they could just find everything online. So I don't want it to be just a TV show. I think it would be best for it to be a series on a particular platform and in a way that would capture their attention. So not really long ones, not because I feel like if you try to do the same thing now, the same style as Sinescuela, there has to be you have to find a balance to have that come back, you know? Um a balance that kids would want to watch this because they're gonna learn something from it. Um I'm not sure if having reruns of the you could actually test that if you do reruns of the series before now. I'm not sure if it's gonna get any viewership. Also, because there are new like informations. Like I used to remember in our textbooks when you were in elementary, you're being told that your tongue has regions for particular taste, and apparently that's not true. No longer true because we've discovered that your tongue can taste everything and anything from any part of your region. It's just some parts of your tongue would be more sensitive to a particular taste. So your tongue can taste everything, but there are just particular ends or particular sides wherein a per- you feel or you taste a particular taste. Is that it? Okay. But you feel a particular not feel. You taste a particular flavor strongly in that section. So yeah. Um yeah, so definitely an upgrade for that. I do like Hiraya Manawari and Bayani before because now there's a lot more information on how our heroes were. Um I just hope they don't cover up. You know how they sugarcoat a few informations about a particular hero because he's a hero. So I hope if they do bring back Bayani, they would do something more like in reality, like a documentary, but with kids coming into the past and learning more about the said Bayani or the said hero. Not really change everything. Just give him hints that there's more to this hero, and not just like what's in the textbook. We actually need to change a few things in the textbook. Then that's my hot take. Please do not come after me. Also, that's why Sinescuela would actually be fun. But I guess people would say it was a rip off from that series? Magic School Bus. So Magic School Bus, I didn't know was a series as well. I just knew it was a game on the PC when I got to first like play around with the PC from with my aunts and my cousins and all that. Yeah, yeah. How they did General Luna is how they should do the series now. It should still be alive, but with hints that kids would question afterwards. And it's just not for kids anymore. It should be for everyone because there are things in our history that needs to be changed. I feel like that is so weird. I mean, there are parts of our history that needs to be addressed. That it's not just this that happened. You know, we are not perfect. Our heroes are not perfect. I don't like Rizal for being like a playboy. Yeah, hot take. So yeah, we should bring educational shows and not just for kids but for everyone as a refresher because you did say it's just not science that is a continuous thing. It should be learning. But I don't like learning too. Okay, but yeah, we should. It should be learning. Okay, let's move on. Woot woot, Mikey. I don't know how that's how to pronounce it, but yeah. So I've his reply was the Fresh Prince. Oh my God, Ebbs and Peace. This is a tongue twister for me. Uh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which was a series that starred Will Smith. It was shown from 1990 to 1996. I didn't really know much about it because I don't even remember if I was able to watch it in any way because I don't think it was in any of the cable channels that we have. I think I did uh, maybe RPN 9 showed it for a bit because I remember watching the part where his dad was there. Um, Will's dad was there to supposed to pick him up because they're gonna spend like a day with each other, but it turned then he just left early, and he was so mad when he found out that his dad left. His dad left without really saying anything to him. It's just that there's urgent business that he has to attend to. So that was annoying. That dad sucks. It was funny though, because it was the whole aesthetic of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air is the whole jiggy with it. Their bright colors. It feels like the uh the 80s, but at the same time, it's a series from the 90s with like patterns and the shoulder pads when it comes to the wardrobes of the characters. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't really watch it. I just knew a few parts of the series and also the Carlson dance. Um, it's funny because I think it's a pretty serious series if you look into how Will was from this particular part of the U.S. moving into Bel Air, which is pretty much like Makati or maybe BGC when there are like rich kids or rich people. So yeah, you know, that's kind of weird because they are from the same family, but their standings in the society is different. Okay, I do have another one that replied would be Chine in the chat right now. Okay, Chine actually has three answers. Oh no, I new realize my nose is on this mic. Um, yeah. Chine has three answers. One is Samurai X, the other one is Mr. Bean, and the other one is Home Alone. I would provide the reasoning for each one. I just need to search on when the series came into the Philippines, okay? One moment. Also, Mr. Bean has only, I think, 40 episodes, but it feels like a lifetime every time I watch it. Okay, Samurai X or Rurouni Kenshin was shown in the Philippines from 1996 to 1999. So yeah, during high school period. It was a series about Kenshin Himura. There are a few things that are fictional from this, but Himura is an actual person. So according to Chine, the reason why she likes the series because she loves the anime and that has given a lesson to Pounder about life and Japanese history is interesting. Yes, so Samurai X is actually based on an actual person. There are just a few things that was changed, including his sword style, which is the Hiten Mitsurugi style. It's not real. Um, you should watch the new movies on Netflix. Uh, I think those ones are a little bit more accurate in terms of the Japanese history. Um, okay, and then the second comment, what? The second, I don't remember. Oh my gosh, the second answer she provided was Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean is a British sitcom. That was I first aired in 1990. It's it was created by Rowan Atkinson. I thought he was just like the the actor for it. For what I know, there's only 40 something episodes. Oh wait. Actually, not even 40. There's only 15 episodes of Mr. Bean, but it feels so long. Like it felt like a lifetime. No, we're not talking about the series like the animated series, right? Sign. We're talking about the one with Rowan Atkinson. Gonna read the next question. Not the next question, the next answer she sent me, and which would be Home Alone. So Home Alone is a movie uh, that was first shown in the 1990s. It starred Macaulay Culkin as Kevin that was left behind by the family when they went to France for Christmas vacation. To be honest, like watching this movie now, it will be like I could charge the parents for child abandonment because how long will they be gone? It was released in the Philippines in 1991. So yeah, a year late. Not really a year late. Was it a year late? 1990. Yeah, probably a year late or a few months late. Okay, the reason why she liked Home Alone, I was one of those kids before who wanted to experience being home alone. Also, to part two. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Anyone who wants, I wanted to be that kid as well. To be like, what would happen if I stay home alone? And in the Philippines, I don't think we're gonna get in trouble for like getting robbers. Not robbers. Home. What's the term? Akyat bahay. I don't know what akyat bahay is in Tagalog in English. Oh, but it's still going to be home robbers, I guess. Because my house is small and it's not really. There's nothing to take from my house. So yeah, that's the reason why she liked it. I don't know. It's just I guess it's just fun to think that your whole family would forget you, but at the same time, at least he had fun. Kevin had fun with that idea of being left alone. Because if that was me, it's like, do does not. I mean, do my parents not love me for forgetting me? Like, are you serious? So that was the funny part. Also, part two was when they went to Miami, I think Florida, and he got to New York. Also, I wanted a tree house. That's why I like that movie as well. Like anything from movie from the US, they always have their tree house. I want a tree house. I want to live in that tree house, you know, and not live in the house. Okay, now I have a few things to remember. Marie, your reply last week was yeah, also Home Alone and Page Master. I'm assuming the reason why you like those movies, and the reason why it brings you to the 90s was because of Macaulay Culkin when he was a cute kid. Okay. Um, Mine would be. I think I said it earlier. I forgot the first one I said. You'll just hear it on the edit. Just go back to the first part. Another one is Daria because I want it to be Daria. I just want to be so like I don't really care, but I'm gonna do what I want kind of person. That's why I like Daria. Another series I was thinking about that was in the comments. So, basically, the '90s MTV was my childhood when it comes to music. I like the MTV countdown when you can send in random request, uh, and they would show it. Your creativity was like being shown because how you were sending in the logos of MTV in different ways, like artworks and such. Celebrity Deathmatch. I never like gory stuff, but I just think Celebrity Deathmatch is so funny. Sindel playing games like Tumbang Preso during the 90s. Yeah, gaming. Like that was gaming, like playing outside. And I don't mind if you like gaming right now on the PC because there's nothing to do outside. And you cannot be outside at the moment. But yeah, being able to play outside is one of the perks of being born in the 90s because it would be okay to be playing outside. It's also a form of exercise. I don't like tumbang preso. I do like what's the game? I forgot what it's called. Yung may base. When you have somebody in the base and you could create a chain, create a chain to free your other group mates. You know, I forgot what it's called. I forgot. Forgot what it's called. Chat, let me know. Not okay. Games like Taguan definitely, especially when it's dark outside with your cousins. That's how my games were for Taguan or hide and seek. I never really. Oh, Sikyo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sikyo. Oh, holy I've just come to realize Sikyo is like security guard, and that's why you're keeping your base safe. Oh my! How old am I before I found out that was the game? That's so weird. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I never remembered the fare for the tricycle because I never paid. I never paid. I remember the jeep was like 3 pesos because you're still a student, five at the most because I was like from a far, far away place. Yes, my mind was blown in terms of the Sikyo game. Oh God. It's been how long? I am already like I'm like 3 decades alive, and I just found out that that word means security guard, and that's the game like you're a security guard guarding your base. Holy crap! Jolin I like because of Jolin I like because of the like the designs in them. Any more movies or series that reminds you of the 90s? I don't remember. I mean, Rainbow Bright I never really know. Ooh, Shira actually is one. But I don't think Shira is um is from the 90s. The original Shira was shown in 1985. Wow, it was 2 years older than me. But I got to watch it I think in the 90s. Oh, I thought okay. Um I have actually acknowledged this. I thought when the Marge said climbing house, I thought it was like the tree house, which was called another maybe another term for climbing house. But it she just literally translated akyat bahay. I hate you, Marge, but I love you at the same time. Oh, Land Before Time hurts. That movie hurts. And what's the other one I got? Sweet Tales of Stain Tales definitely is a 90s series. Only shown in RPN 9, Wedding Peach. Like anything that was shown in my high school would definitely bring me back to the 90s. Because I like high school. Well, not entirely like high school, but yeah. Bubbe boobe boink. Super pig. So yeah, oh my gosh, this is taking too long. So I hope you enjoyed. If you do have time, please like and subscribe. Also, comment below if you have other series that you want me to like that would bring you, any um series from the 90s that you think that brings you back. Definitely the Muppets, I forgot. Brings me back to like in Sesame Street and all. Those are the things I think I was watching to be able to um hone my skills in English and English movies. Yep. Um Oh my god, why did I forget about that? Okay, there is one series that would definitely bring me back to the 90s because I wanted to be part of it so bad. Five and Up was a series in ABC5 or now TV5 wherein you're being trained to become a reporter. Tom Araulio was from that and now he's so successful. It's just I wish I could have been part of um Five and Up. It's a series that if you wanted to become a news, not a series, like a show that if you wanted to become a newscaster, that was the place to be because it was being handled by Che Lazaro, which was a good journalist at the time. She still is, I think. But I love that series. I really wanted to be part of it. So that's one of the series that are just from the Philippines. I love that series so bad. So bad, I tell you. I was always like, I wanted to be part of it. They would tell people where to audition, but I cannot go because it's, I think, in Quezon City and it's really far. So, yeah, that's one of the shows that, oh man, I feel old. Because Ato Moralio is old as well. Um, what other shows? I just basically searched for it. The other series that I actually want to see more is Battle of the Brains. Do you even remember Battle of the Brains? I mean, I don't get I can't answer the questions. Like how probably the information that they had in the 1992 Battle of the Brains is obsolete. So there are more new like informations that you could ask the students now. But it's just I feel like some students would not want to join a quiz. Maybe a quiz, yes, but not a game show quiz. A game quiz show. A quiz show, basically. Yeah, they were like crazy smart people. They're from like schools and all that are. I just I I don't know why I wanted this episode. It just made me feel old. It just made me feel old, but I love it. Oh, yeah, Are You Afraid of the Dark is one of the series I want to come back. Like the old Are You Afraid of the Dark. I haven't watched the new one, but definitely. Thank you very much for joining another episode of Noise and Silve Said. Please do like and subscribe. And remember, as I said last time, thank you for being here and supporting this podcast. Just by being in the chat, it's a great pleasure to have you. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining. Please like and subscribe. Um, Check out my socials. It's going to be in the description. Thank you for supporting the podcast and thank you for being here. Love you guys. And bye.